Hi everybody, Diana here at Sew in Common. Welcome into our first week of February video. So this is February's block of the month. So glad that you are here. Hang on, I don't know what that's doing. There we go, that's what should be showing up there. So glad that you all are with us. And I will just tell you right off the bat, February's block of the month is the crossover star. You may know this block, you may have seen it before, or it might be brand new to you. I bet not many of you have ever made it on your embroidery machine, which is what we're going to do this week or this month. It's a great block. Like I told you last week at the end of January, we're bumping it up a notch because this block this month actually has 3 blocks in it to make the overall block. The crossover star block is going to be a big jumbo block, 15 by 15. So if you made one of them, perfect for a pillow cushion, or even like a smaller table topper, it would be a nice size for. And then at the end of the month, of course, on week 4 is going to be where I introduce the project. Now, this is our project from last month, gameplay. It's kind of like our ode to the game board. February was kind of our ode to game night and all of that. And remember, that's all done with a single half square triangle. You can still get all the files and everything over at the website, which I'll talk to you more about later, but you can certainly still do that. This month's, because now you're pros at doing your blocks in the hoop. Trust me, after all the half square triangles that you've done, you can certainly do these. But this month you're going to have 3 blocks to do. So you're getting 3 block digital files, right? So, and remember, they're yours to do with, make whatever you want with. But let's go ahead and let's stop talking about it and let me share my screen with you, and let's go to my camera. So here it is. This is the crossover star. What do you all think of this? Now, this block is called the crossover star because one of the new blocks that we're going to do this month is called the modified half square triangle. And modified meaning that half of it looks like half of a quarter square triangle and half of it looks like a half square triangle. So it's modified, right? Now, sometimes you get a modified half square triangle with files and you have to do it in 2 hoopings, not this one. I've digitized this so this whole block is done in just 1 hooping, saving you a little stabilizer, a little time, all of that. We like that, right? So this block, let's break it down because there's 3 blocks here that make up our overall star. There's the half square triangle, which you all are pros at now. So you will be making 4 of those. There is the modified half square triangle, which is really so simple to do. You're going to make 4 of those. And then our last new one for February is the diamond in a square, or what I call an on-point square in a square. Remember, quilt blocks can be called a ton of things. And so you can call it a diamond in a square, an on-point square in a square, whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. And those 3 blocks make up our overall crossover star. Now, for this block, you're only going to need to use 2 fabrics. And you have some choice, right? We always have to have choice because what I like for my star might not be what you want for your star. So you're going to need a print, and then a solid, or a print that reads as a solid. And basically what I mean, that could be a low volume print. I bet some of you have heard of that kind of fabric, low volume. Or a print, I call these ditzy prints or tea-tiny prints. They're just really little, and from a distance, you don't really notice the print so much as you notice that overall color. So that's a print that reads as a solid. So those 2, or you could, now I know there are some quilters out there that love to do all solids all the times. That's perfectly okay. That's wonderful as well. So you could do 2 solids. If I did 2 solids, I would do a dark and a light, to be honest with you. Okay. You get a little bit more you get a little more detail in this crossover part. And so in this modified, this is the square actually that makes it the crossover star, because it really looks like being done in the two different colors. You know how we have our wrap sweaters or our wrap dresses, if you remember that beautiful wrap dress from the 70s that was also popular, that's where we get this idea. It looks like it has that wrap to it. So crossed over, the crossover star, that's where that goes. Now, we talked a lot last month about stabilizer. Can you use tearaway? You can. It's not my favorite. Again, I'll just share that one more time. I don't like it because piecing in the hoop is all run stitches. And I feel like when we're doing tearaway stabilizers, we have a much bigger chance of actually tearing our stitches out. So I like either a no-show mesh, or what we discovered last month was that a lightweight muslin works beautifully as a stabilizer. There are short videos, and there is I believe a full form video that's not super long, but longer than that minute that you can do with a short video for YouTube out there, all about muslin and stabilizers, natural fiber stabilizers. Look for any of those videos here on the channel, and that talks about it, because I know a lot of you were really interested in the idea of having a natural fiber stabilizer, and it worked beautifully. I really loved it. I've had my sample here made for a while, and so that's why it's done on no-show, but I really started using that lightweight muslin. I just think it turns out great. In fact, I'll give you a little bit of a hint, a little bit of an insight. I'm trying another product that I think might be able to be used as a really good lightweight stabilizer for piecing in the hoop. It's not all natural, but it's really inexpensive. And if it ends up working the way I think it is going to, you all might like that even better than the no-show mesh. That's all coming, but just a little hint from me to you, so you know that there's some cool stuff coming, because I love doing that research and trying to figure out what we can use in our piecing in the hoop. So this block, because it is 15 by 15, nobody's got a 15 by 15 inch hoop. If you do, let me know, but I don't believe one exists. I know there's that one newer machine that has a big hoop, but I'm not sure if maybe it's 16 wide. Maybe some of you could, but for the majority, I don't think anybody has a 15 by 15 inch hoop. So these are all 5-inch finished blocks, and then they're sewn together on our sewing machine. Now remember, that's really easy. I know some of you go, oh no, I don't want to use my sewing machine because that 1/4 inch, I don't want to do the 1/4 inch on my sewing machine. But remember, that's not a problem. Let's bring in just a half square triangle here, and let me flip it over. Remember that when we go to stitch on our sewing machine, we do not need a 1/4 inch foot or anything special, because our sew line right here works as our guide for the 1/4 inch. And I have this in previous videos, check them out, where you just place your needle on that sew line, and then using the features on your sewing machine, you move it one stitch, just one click to the inside or to the left, and then you just stitch right down that edge. And the reason you do that is so that you don't get your thread showing through. See, there's no thread showing through. See here where there's that little line of stitching coming through? That's because when I stitched, I wasn't paying attention, and I wanted to be able to show you that. So that's why I have you move it in just one little stitch, because it kind of covers that up. Now, to be quite honest, that doesn't bother me for even a half a second. So, I mean, I'm not too concerned about it. But by moving it in just that one stitch, you don't get any problems there, and you'll have that perfect 1/4 inch every time, because these were pieced on your embroidery hoop. Okay. Alrighty. So that is our square. Now let's talk about each one of these individually. Normally, folks, I would take you to the sewing or to the embroidery machine and we would stitch these out. That video is coming tomorrow, Monday. And that's because my machine broke down last week. I didn't get the finished project for the end of the month quilted yet because my machine broke down, and I have to get to our storage room, which is not here at our home, and I have to get my baby lock, my older baby lock. It's a Flourish 2, beautiful little machine, but the biggest hoop it takes is a 6x10. That's why I moved up to a bigger machine eventually, but it'll be beautiful and it'll work perfectly for this month's overall block. And so I have to get that so that I can do those demonstration pictures and video for you, coming out tomorrow, Monday. Okay. So I do apologize. This week one is kind of coming in 2 parts for that reason, but I do have individual blocks from the crossover that I want to show you. I've done them in different colors so you can see them. Half square triangle. If you were with us last month, you know how easy this is to do, and you're a pro at it, right? You lay down 1/2, it stitches, you lay your other half, stitches, flips it, stitches it all the way around. Easy peasy, no problems at all. Now, our other new one, our first new one, is that modified half square triangle. Let me turn that around so you can see it. There you go. Is the modified half square triangle. Again, super easy. You'll do this half of it first, and then you'll do this half of it last. Not a problem at all. You're going to get in the packet with the digital files instructions with photographs to show you that as well. So that is your modified. And then the second brand new square that we're doing this month is the diamond on point in a square, or on point square in a square, whatever you want to call it. And it's super easy as well. The first thing you do is you lay out a square piece of fabric, it stitches it down. Then you start up in one corner, you lay down this, you flip it, it stitches it, and then you move around, do the same thing each time. When you are piecing in the hoop, you lay your first fabric down always right side up, and then you lay your second fabrics down right sides together. It stitches it on, you flip it, you press it open. Easy peasy, right? And that's what you're going to do with all 4 of those corners. This is also all done in one hooping, okay? So those are our 3 blocks for this month that are going to make up the crossover star. The diamond in a square, the modified half square triangle, and the half square triangle. Those are our 3 blocks, alrighty? So let me flip back over to our main screen. There we go. Take that off. Now, let me just let you know what's going on. So this is the video for today. I didn't want you going the Sunday, the first week Sunday, with no video. I wanted to show you that. I had all of that ready, and then the machine broke. So tomorrow, which is Monday, the 6th of February, yes, the 6th of February, you will get February week 1 block of the month crossover star part 2 video. Okay, it's going to have me showing you at the machine exactly how to stitch out your blocks, and that is also when you'll be able to download the file package. All the digital files are done, but I want to be able to put the pictures. I've got all the pictures for the half square because I used the same ones from last month, right? But for the pictures for the modified and the diamond in a square, I need to get those photos while I'm stitching. And because I haven't been able to do that quite yet, I don't have those photos for you. And I don't want to have to send you out a second updated file package, because it's only 24 hours of difference, and you might as well have it all at once, one time. You don't have to worry, oh, did I throw, is this the right one, the wrong one? Yeah, let's not go there, right? So let's do that. So today is the intro video, part 1. Tomorrow will be the full-on demonstrations of the blocks, and that's when the block package will be available. Now, if you're new to us here at So Uncommon and you're like, ooh, I think this is kind of cool. I want to try piecing a block on my embroidery machine. This is how this works this year for 2023. The first week of every month, I introduce a new block to you, and you get that block package for free, completely, totally for free on my website, www.souncommon.com. You can still go there and get January's right now. You get instructions, you get all the digital files, and if templates are needed, you get templates as well. And every month in 2023, those are free. Now, at the end of 2023, those are all going to go away. So don't miss out getting these, because you're getting all of these block files. Can you only use this block in the crossover star? Oh my goodness, no. You can use this for anything. You can use this block here if you want to make mug rugs, maybe put a little design in there, some wording, lettering on your embroidery machine. You want to make other quilts with your half square triangles. You want to use the modified in another way, you can do that. So you're going to have all of those digital block designs for free to keep forever, right? So that's going to help you build up your piecing library. So please get those while you can get them, because at the end of 2023, they will all go away. Okay? So don't miss out there. And so January's are still there if you haven't got them. February's will come out tomorrow so that I can get the pictures in the instructions for you. All righty. And let's see what else I want to. Oh, so this is the month of February. And I've got some really great bonus videos coming this month. In fact, this coming week, this first week of February, there's going to be one for what else in February, Valentine's Day. I've got a really cool, quick and easy Valentine's card design coming out for you. That you'll be able to get over in my website as well. It'll be at a really small fee for it. You'll get the instructions and all, but I'll do a whole video on that. That's coming out this week as one of the bonus designs. And we'll talk more about than just that particular design in what I'm doing. But so you can look forward to that. Please check out all the short videos. These little short videos, the 15 to 60-second clip videos that they allow us to do on YouTube now, they're fantastic because I try to do things that inspire you to do different things, or I give you little hints and tips that I do with mine. So check those out. There's also some bonus videos that are fairly short, like 10 to 15 minutes. That's kind of a short video. And then there are full length videos. So check them all out here on the channel. We would love to have you as part of our community. The community is really growing. It's thrilled. I've talked to so many of you this week. I even met with one of our folks here in the group yesterday. We had a little tutorial. It was so much fun. I love meeting you guys, even if it's only in the 2D world and not in the 3D world. I love meeting you. So please click the subscribe button now and become part of our community. And don't forget to click the bell to set notifications. You'll get notified when I add things to the community tab. Fun little things like little voting things that you can do, or photographs, or I'll ask questions. I even put some announcements in the community tab too if I don't want to do a full video. So check that out. And you'll get notified for these videos that come out on Sundays. You'll get notified for bonus videos, all that kind of fun stuff. And don't forget that the fourth week of every month is when I introduce the overall project for the month with this month's block. And it's also our live Q&A. Our live Q&A was just last week. We had a lovely time. It was lovely to meet those of you who could come. So set that bell notification so you get notified, and write it in your calendar, or put it in your digital assistant, whatever you do, so that you can spend some time with us live on the last Sunday of the month. Okay, I don't want to keep going and going. I know you guys have stuff to do. Was there anything else, though, that I needed to tell you? Oh, there's one quick question. I will cover from last week's Q&A live so that you all hear about it in case you weren't with us. One of our guests asked, are we going to take all these blocks and make a full quilt out of them at the end of the year? And basically the answer is yes, we are going to do that. What I've set out is each month you get a block. At the end of the month, you get a project that you can do. You get a quilt design on the third week, the quilting design. And what I do is, so January was just the half square triangles. February is the crossover star and half square triangles. March will be the half square triangles, the crossover star, and whatever March's block is. So each month, the final project builds all your blocks together. But at the end of the year, you're going to get a full layout for a full quilt using all of the blocks together for one big quilt. Now, I will tell you that some of the monthly projects will be throw-sized quilts. So we're going to do more than one quilt this year, I promise you. And I will also let you know that the end of the year project will finish up at the end of November 2023. Let's face it, we're not doing stuff in December, right? We've got all the end of year holidays, all the end of year festivities and things that we like to do. I'm not going to expect anybody to spend time with me on a Zoom or anything like that in December when you're all trying to get those things done. I'll be putting out videos and stuff for you to watch when you have free time, but I'm not going to expect you to do like a big project. So that'll be at the end of November, towards the end of November, and we'll meet in Zoom so that we can kind of meet each other, see each other's smiling faces, and we'll talk about the end of the year quilt as well. And I'll give you the layout and all of that. All right, that's it. Now I'm done for true. I'm done for this video. Check tomorrow for part 2. You'll get notified if you subscribe, and we'll see you next time. And like I've always told you guys, Sew Life Beautiful. You're all beautiful artists in your own right. Some of the artwork quilts I saw yesterday from one of our guests just blew me away. I just love them. So go Sew Life Beautiful, everybody. And until next time, see you all soon.